Yeah. Let's ride, baby. Let's ride. Let's get this light on me right here. But get it out of the frame. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a very special episode of the Late Night Show with your host, Dr. Kojo. I am Dr. Kojo, and this is a quick Q&A show as I prepare to head out on the road. I'll be in Massachusetts this weekend for two comedy shows. One in Springfield, Massachusetts, and the other one is going to be in Beverly, Massachusetts. So this Saturday, the 25th, we're going to be in Springfield, Massachusetts. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Then this Sunday, we're going to be in Beverly, Massachusetts. So I have to go pack up and take me a little nap and prepare to catch the early morning flight. But we're going to do a short Q&A so I can tap in with the community, see what's going on, and then we will prepare. So once again, we are streaming live on a couple of different platforms tonight. We're streaming live on Facebook. We're streaming live on LinkedIn. We're streaming live on YouTube. Both my YouTube pages. We're streaming live on Twitch, TikTok, and Kick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 platforms. We are streaming live on 6 platforms tonight. Go ahead and use the comment section to let me know where you are checking in from. And then let's get it popping. All right. Let's get it. I see we have some people checking in on TikTok from it's a question. Okay, so we have a question. This is a Q&A live stream. So normally we do questions at the end of like a live stream, but this is a Q&A live stream. So let's go ahead and answer these questions that we have. All right, we have hi from Iowa. What's up? We got a lot of love from Iowa. Somebody asks a question, where is the other girl? So this is something that I've answered a million times, but obviously the person asking doesn't know. But I'm going to address this at the top of the live stream, and hopefully we can get some more unique questions as we go on. All right, where's the other girl? So I am doing skits with multiple different actresses. So we're switching it up a little bit. Normally we have our main actress. I'm bringing in other actresses, and we are doing similar skits, same theme. It's still autism and relationships, ADHD and relationships, POV, you're used to toxic relationships. So we're bringing in other actors to give a different look to the videos. Yeah, so a lot of people are confused. And in the comment section, people are like, where's the other girl? Well, you got to come into the live stream so you can get the answers. If you came on the live stream, you would have the answers. So the other girl has not gone anywhere. Like, she's still there. She's still a part of our ecosystem. And I'm looking forward to making skits with her again soon. So we just switched it up a little bit. That's all we did. So you're going to see a bit more variety on the page. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Julia, good to see you on Facebook. And R. Douglas, good to see you. And water ball just kind of dropped. Candace, good to see you, Mrs. Edmondson. Good to see you. Someone says, is it worth it? What do you mean? Kyla, gotcha. Yeah, Kyla. So that's it. Just having other actresses in the skits. Chicken Fajita says, was recently diagnosed as autism and ADHD at 30. Learning from your videos. Thank you. Hey, Chicken Fajita. First and foremost, what a name. Great name, Chicken Fajita. And yeah, you've been diagnosed with autism and ADHD at the age of 30. Your life has officially started. So with this newfound knowledge of yourself and the behaviors that you exhibit, I wish you the very best. And I hope that things are, starting to make sense for you. Farhan, how are you doing? Farhan, how are you doing? So are you dating both girls? Both of the women are actresses and the videos are skits. I'll probably repeat the answer 17 times this live stream. What's a hobby that could spend hours on with someone if they brought it up? Are you asking me that directly? Uh, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking here, but a hobby that I can spend hours doing. I could watch football for hours. I could watch football all day. I could do that. Certain video games I can play for a couple of hours, but I like the skill level at this age to be competitive in most video games. So I can't play for hours like I could as a kid. But I'll probably say watching football, like during NFL Sundays or college football Saturdays. I can watch football, guys. I can watch football all day, all day. Rachel says I could read a good book for hours. I need to start getting back into books. Like I need to start reading a little bit more. I would love to read for hours, Rachel. That'd be great. That'd be great. I love your videos about ADHD. It helped me a lot. I appreciate you. Julia says, hello from Wisconsin. I'm autism and ADHD, diagnosed 36. I send your videos to my husband to help him understand better. Thank you for your videos. Well, thank you for your attention, Julia. Thank you for your attention. And also, thank you for your husband's attention. I appreciate the fact that he takes the time to watch the videos so he can learn how to understand you better. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Do you get songs stuck in your head and it turns into stim all the time? I can stim mentally to the same song for a whole week. And right now, my favorite stim is not even a song. It's a video that I've been watching on Instagram with this one guy. I think he's a rapper. His name is Big Boogie. He told a big lie on camera and it went super viral. And he told a big lie about being offered $15 million to go to college. And the whole punchline is him saying, I turned it down. I turned it down. So I've been watching that video on repeat. That's my favorite stim right now. So I watch that video like at least 6-7 times a day. Do you think it's necessary for an adult to get reevaluated for the ADHD diagnosis from childhood, even though they know they still have the symptoms? It can be helpful. So here's the thing with getting diagnosed as an adult. Whenever you go to a brand new psychiatrist, psychiatric provider, they should do a psychiatric evaluation at the very first appointment. So theoretically, they're reassessing you for everything. So normally they would reconfirm diagnoses that you had as a kid. So if you have a brand new provider, they would reassess you for ADHD anyway and carry the diagnosis from childhood over into adulthood. So yeah, I think it's helpful to get reevaluated for ADHD as an adult, especially if you want to start medications. Especially especially if you want to start medications. I had to really emphasize that because you need the diagnosis to get the medications, right? And the medications help us start our work. It helps us see the work through, and it helps us stay on task. And I proudly take the medications because I have a hard time doing all three: starting the damn thing, making progress with the damn thing, and finishing the damn thing. Every day is a damn nightmare, even with the medications, or so it seems. So yeah. Mac, today's topic is Q&A. We're doing a short live stream today. We're just doing Q&A. Q&A as I prepare for the comedy show this weekend in Springfield, Massachusetts, and then in Boston. Well, Beverly, to be more specific. Candace says, pretty sure I have ADHD based on a test last fall. Also thinking that I have autism. Love your video so much. So incredibly helpful. Well, Candace, I appreciate your attention. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And hello from Houston. I was diagnosed with bipolar 2 and ADHD this year, 32. Look, 32 is a great time to start learning yourself. In our 20s, we don't listen to anything that we're told. in our 30s, we finally start to listen and we start to put our lives together. So getting this diagnosis of bipolar 2 and ADHD at 32, I think is going to set you up for real success. So congrats on the diagnosis. I'm very, very happy for you. I'm very happy for you. Meds are life saving. Meds have saved my life. Meds have saved my life. Red looks good on me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Shout out to me in the red. So come here. You gonna come here, Zoe? Come to daddy. All right. Ghost, how are you? Ghost says, how masked should I be when talking to a new NP? Had my second visit recently, going in as unmasked as I can tolerate. For diagnosis accuracy, seems to be right wrong. Ideally, around like for me personally, around the second to third visit is when I'm able to unmask, even with a healthcare professional. Like that first appointment, sometimes I just be capping. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am Dr. Kojo, but I be capping because it takes me a while to really get comfortable with a new doctor. So around the second or third visit, if you start to see the mask coming off a little bit, that's a good sign that you're building rapport with that provider. Let me read a couple of questions on TikTok real quick because I appreciate my TikTokers. Someone says, do you have any other holistic alternatives to medications? Yes. So guys, it's not all about ADHD medications or meds in general. The best antidepressant is exercise. If you can exercise at least 15 to 20 minutes of brisk walking every day, and bonus points if you can do strength training, if you can exercise 5 to 6 times a week, 5 to 6 times a week, if you can do that, 5 to 6 times a week, if you can do that and you can be mindful of what you eat and you can get good sleep, you can fix a lot of mental health problems. Straight up. And you probably wouldn't even need medications, honestly. If you can exercise, number one, if you can watch what you put into your body, number two, and if you can sleep, number three, you will fix a lot of mental health problems without medications. The only problem is that doing those three is difficult. It's hard to work out every day. It's hard to move your body every day. It's hard to be mindful of what you eat. It's hard to get good sleep every day. But if you can do those three, or at least two out of the three, with one of them being sleep. If you can do 2 out of the 3 with one of them being sleep, you will fix a lot of mental health issues with no medications. Straight up. Mac, I appreciate that. We stay in the gym over here. Are you able to drink coffee more than normal without falling asleep? Julia, look, it varies. Sometimes when I drink coffee, I'm able to lock in, and sometimes when I drink coffee, I just fall asleep. Bunny. Okay, Bunny, I see you got an updated profile photo. Bikini, okay. Bunny got the buns showing. All right, Bunny. Okay. Bunny showing out. Respect. How do you feel about people who romanticize and self-diagnose at ADHD and their autism? I mean, I do think that some people romanticize ADHD and autism, but I feel like the people who do it the most are people who don't have either one. Like people who actually have ADHD and or autism. I mean, we know how difficult it is to live with these conditions. Like it's not easy. It's quite difficult. In fact, we're good actors. We're really good at showing that we're everything is all good. We're really good actors. That's what we are. I'm a great actor. In fact, I have the camera shown this way because this side of the house is a little dirty right now, and I don't want to present myself as dirty on camera. So I conveniently angled the computer to the cleanest part of the house, which is the only part that's clean. We're just really good actors. I didn't go well on the first visit. Sometimes a bad first visit is not an indication that the report is going to be damaged. But like when you find a provider that you can tell the truth to, man, it helps out a lot. Bunny says the best ADHD remedy is consistent 6 to 9 hours sleeps. Yeah. Ooh. Sleep is so huge, guys. Sleep is so huge. It's getting harder to sleep nowadays. It's getting harder to sleep. There's a war right now for our attention. There is a war for our attention between the iPads and the iPhones and the MacBooks and the MacBook Pros and the Apple Watches, all of which I have, right? There's a battle for our attention. And I'm right now, I'm in the process of retraining my brain. I'm retraining my brain. I'm learning how to become bored. It's a challenge to use the restroom without my phone. Anytime I'm going number 2, anytime I'm taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, I need my phone with me so I can watch a couple of TikToks and laugh, so I can watch some YouTube videos. So I'm learning how to poop again, honestly. I'm learning how to poop the right way. The right way. Probably just text. Where all my scamming nights, fellas at? That song is my new stint. 20s, 50s, 100s, cash. No, that song is stuck in my head. All right, let me see some questions on TikTok. Suya says, "Missed you, man. It's so good to catch you live. Is a guitar coming out?" No, the guitar is not coming out tonight, but I do want to play guitar for y'all a little bit more on live stream because I miss playing the guitar, and I have these weird phases where I'll play the guitar 5 hours a day for 3 weeks straight, and I won't touch it again for 2 months. I hate that. I don't like that. But if I pick up the guitar now, I might be in this live stream for hours, and I got to pack for Massachusetts. I haven't even packed, guys. Everything I do is last second. I'm just grateful that I have a team because I'm a last second type of guy. I'm a last second type of guy. Where all my scamming fellas at? We're all on meds, but the chaos is driving me insane. Man, I know it. Guys, look, let me just pause and just say one thing real quick. We are doing the best that we can. All of us are doing the best that we can. Whether we're medicated or unmedicated, we're doing the best that we can. And meds don't solve everything. I don't want y'all to think that medications are the answer to everything. So don't feel like you can make an appointment and all your problems will be gone because you started taking Adderall. No, Adderall does not fix all of your problems, okay? It just gets you started on the task that you're supposed to start on. And that's a big help. That's a big help. That's a big help. So we do have to acknowledge that. One second. My baby sister texting me, so I gotta make sure I get to her. Okay, awesome. We'll do. Or either do and Zal caps me out for an I am. All right. I'm on my live stream now. Everybody wants to text me when I'm on the live stream. I won't get. I mean, I do get texts throughout the day, but when I'm on live stream, it's like, "Hey Kojo, hey Kojo." uh, let me. Okay. All right. Um, we're not taking new patients right now, guys. We're not taking new patients right now because I don't want to overwhelm myself. I still do see patients. I do psychiatric contracts, but uh, perhaps when we're in the middle of not in the middle, after this tour is completed, that is a great time for me to pick up patients. And if there's a lot of demand, we will resume autism and ADHD assessments in select states after this comedy tour is done. Because I got feedback from my team. All right, guys, if you are brave, if you are a brave soul, ask the people in your life this question. All right, are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready? Are we ready? If you are a brave soul, ask the people in your life, your spouse, an assistant, son, parent, ask them and say, can you be honest with me and let me know the following? What am I doing right now that I need to do more of because it's very helpful? At the same time, what am I not doing enough of that is helpful that I need to be doing more of? So what am I doing that what am I doing that's helpful that I need to do more of? What am I not doing enough that I need to start? And what am I doing that is holding me back and is messing everything up? And you're going to answer the truth. And when you ask those questions, really lock in on the last part. What am I doing right now that I need to stop doing because it's not helping me out? So when I asked my assistant that question, he said, Kojo, you like to start a lot of projects at you like to start a lot of projects at the same time, and you don't have the bandwidth for it. In so many words, you like to start all these different projects, but you don't have the bandwidth for it. So you want to start this, then you want to start that, then you want to start this, then you want to start that. And he said it in a nice way, but that was a come to Jesus moment for me. I needed to hear that. I'm like, okay, you know what? The next time a little hypomania grabs a hold of me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just write out all my different ideas. I'm gonna write out all my ideas. I'm gonna bury them somewhere, and I'll just, nobody should have to suffer because of my hypomania. All right, I get inspired sometimes, and I feel like I can save the world. So when I get this rush of ideas, what I'm gonna do, just write the ideas down, put it somewhere, and just wait until I have the capacity to implement something. So I'm getting better on, not doing a million things all at once, because that's the honest feedback that I got. So after this comedy tour, because you're going to comedy, the whole point of a comedy tour, at least in my mind, is to test out jokes, see what works, see what doesn't work, and then at the end of the comedy tour, it culminates with a comedy special, which I don't know if we're shooting at, LA or Nashville. I'll figure that out later. But after the first comedy special is done, then I'll take a small break from stand-up comedy and I will go live life. I will go live life, throw myself into things that people do, and maybe give me a wife or two or three. I know y'all like hearing that, but I'm going to go live life and take my mind off of things. And when I have that gap in time to live life, that is the perfect time to do as many autism assessments as possible, as many ADHD assessments as possible, because I still enjoy doing that. The feeling of diagnosing somebody with a condition and changing their life, it gives me a high that I can't describe. It's an amazing high. But like Ghost says, saving the world starts with saving yourself. Honestly, it does start with saving yourself. So the best way that I can help out my community of 6 million plus people is to have as much capacity as I can have. And for those of y'all at home, the best way that you can help out your family members and help out whoever, just have the most capacity. If you have a lot of capacity, you can help out a lot of people. But if your capacity is like this, you can't help out anybody. So right now, if you are in a position where you're not able to help out people as much as you would like to, it's not because you're a bad person, but your capacity is probably not where it needs to be or where you would like for it to be. So, yeah, you're entertaining other wifey. It's funny. All right. Brianna has a question on TikTok. What advice do you have for parents with ADHD? Okay. If you are a parent and you have autism and ADHD, you have to understand it's a good chance that your kids likely have one or the other if you have multiple kids. If you're a parent and you have autism, ADHD, it's safe to assume that your kids will have neurodivergent tendencies. So the best way to thrive with autism, ADHD is to put together a system. If you put together a system that doesn't require you to have to make decisions every single day, then despite you having autism, ADHD, you can fly. You can fly. All right. So I am only able to post the videos that I post and be as prolific as I am on social media because I have a team of people that are amazing behind me. I am not that talented, guys. Like maybe today we take the cat out of the bag. I am not that talented. I just have really good people helping me out. I think I'm okay, but I have people helping me out. For example, let's take this weekend, for example. I am headed to the East Coast to do 2 comedy shows. And then when I come back to the West Coast, I have a comedy show in Oregon. It's a free show, by the way, in Pendleton, Oregon. I have a comedy show in Oregon on Friday. 3 comedy shows in 6 days. I got a dog. My dog is with me now. My dog used to be with my parents. I have my dog now. So instead of me thinking about like, how am I going to find a dog sitter for my dog and like all these different moving parts, I created a system to where my assistant takes care of all of that. He'll get the flights. He'll get the dog sitter. He'll get the house sitter. He'll get the housekeeper. Like everything is handled for me because I am somebody who loves to procrastinate. If you give me 10 hours to do something, I'm going to take 30. My natural tendency is to procrastinate and to why I do nothing. And people are like, "Oh, you're so ambitious. Like, how do you do everything?" I'm like, I just force myself to do it. I force myself most of the time. Like in the perfect world, I would just take edibles every day and play video games and hang out with a pretty girl or two and just dump dopamine in my body. But I put together a system that allows me to look good. So if you're a parent and you have autism and ADHD and you're trying to parent your kids, figure out what system can you put together to help make life easier for you. And then hopefully your kids can mirror that. And that should be pretty helpful for them. His vibes. I had the most productive year of my life last year when I was smoking that green. I lost 100 pounds and got into fitness. Why does it seem that smoking feels better and keep me on track than meds? All right, guys. So I have heard this from so many people, and I believe it. Now, as a healthcare professional, when it comes to smoking, like I've talked ad nauseum about the bad things that can happen, from getting high, especially when you do it when your brain's still forming. It can lower your IQ. The risk of psychosis goes up. So we've talked about the dangers of the plant. All right. At the same time, I've had patients who swear by the plant and they tell me that they like it better than the medications that I prescribe. And there's some people who they can, smoke and they can clean the house, they can get their tasks done, and some people are able to focus on it. Some people are able to have an even and stable mood on it. So it affects people in different ways. And of course, you have like indica and sativa and different things and hybrids and, there's different variations. But some people, it helps to quiet their brain down and they can actually be productive. So it varies. It's person to person. So, as this with most things, just evaluate and see if it's bringing a net positive to your life or if it's hurting you, and just ask people around you for an honest assessment, and sometimes it's a net positive. It depends. It depends. All right, and somebody says, where and when? What do you mean by that? Finally got my letter from my therapist for disability. I cried reading it. It was validating. Joel on TikTok, congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, a random free show in Pendleton, Oregon next week, Friday. Yes, 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 yes. Um, ooh. And Mac, I'm gonna get to your comment in a section because I like that second comment that you put up there. But he says one of the most important things I've learned is that other people's problems are not my emergency. Guys, the sooner you learn this, the better. Other people's problems are not your problems. Other people's emergencies are not your problems. It's not your problems. It's not for you to fix your problems. Now, if you have the capacity to assist, then go ahead and assist. But if you don't, refrain, lean back, and take care of yourself. All right. So as I've gotten older, I've become so much more honest with myself. I'm a helpful person. When I have the capacity to help, I'm going to help. But if I don't, and like I'm in a different headspace and I'm tired, and I'm like, I can't assist you with whatever you need help with, and I just can't help. So self-preservation is important. I make routines my routines. I thought this is funny. I felt this comment right here. I felt this comment right here. Someone says Roar Comedy Club in Oregon this Saturday. No, I'm not doing the Roar Comedy Club in Oregon this Saturday. It's and the show in Pendleton, Oregon is the only free show that we have, at the moment because we are on tour. Let me figure out. All right, so guys, Pendleton, Oregon, comedy night at Vibe, VYBE. So July 31st on a Friday night in Pendleton, Oregon. Free show. So I've never been to Pendleton, Oregon before. A very random show, but anytime you can get up on stage, you take it. Not anytime, but at least for me, I love being on stage, and I will take it. All right. Let me see what other comments we have here. Someone says, I love MJ. I love Mary Jane, but it also destroys my drive and stability. Yeah. And that's what I've seen from a lot of people where, the Mary Jane helps you relax. It helps you wind down in ways that you probably couldn't do on your own. But that stability, the routine, the predictability, it can throw you off. It can throw you off. So like when people say it's a gateway drug, I don't know if I agree with that, but its ability to throw you off. I think the worst thing about cannabis, honestly, the worst thing about cannabis is the fact that it allows you to be okay with being bored. Okay. And it's a double-sided thing because we do need to practice at being bored. Like we need to practice at being bored and not reaching for our phone and just sitting there being bored. But the plant makes you okay with being bored in a way that it makes you not want to do anything. So, and it covers up your problems. If you're going through a heartbreak and you get high, you're no longer hurting. You're just high. If you're having problems with your parents, you want no contact or like, you're just not seeing eye to eye with your mom or your dad and you get high, then you no longer have any parental issues. Like you're just high. If you are at a point where your money is getting low, the money is getting funny, and normally when you're sober, you'd be like, okay, all right, the money's getting low. Now it's time to stop eating out, to start cooking my own food, to, work a couple of overtime shifts. It's time to stack my money up, right? If you were sober and you see your money going low, you would do that. When you're high and you're broke, you're no longer broke. You're just high. It makes you okay with being broke. It makes you okay with having issues in your life that you, in other circumstances, would rectify it. So that's the thing about the plant. You got to be careful careful with it. Be very, very, very careful with it. Prohibition, and also the stuff today is way stronger than what it used to be back in the day. So with the legalization of it in many places, I just don't know what they're putting in it. But I will say that cannabis is the most expensive mood stabilizer. I will say that, and for most people, it's too difficult for them to find a Dr. Kojo or to go get professional help, or go to their primary care doctor and then get a prescription for a mood stabilizer. You go to CVS and pick it up, because all that costs money and it costs time. You can go to the dispensary, or if you live in a state where you don't have a dispo, you can go to a friend, $20 for an eighth, and then you can giggle all night and have a good night. And yeah, it makes it hard to operate machinery as well. And somebody says cannabis is more natural than all those pills. It is, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I have friends who work big boy and big girl jobs. They're lawyers, they're physicians. I mean, they're big executives at companies. I have friends who they smoke every single night, and they are the most productive people I know. So it's hey. I would have to smoke an absorbent amount for my body to ever calm down that much. Respect. My daughter recently diagnosed ADHD. Learning this about her has me questioning if I am too. So here's the thing about being neurodivergent. All right, and Andrea, we're just doing a Q&A tonight, a general Q&A about Amy and everything. If your daughter or your child is diagnosed with autism, ADHD, once that happens, it's probably a good idea to look at yourself and to look at the other parent and ask yourself if there's a chance that one or both of y'all could be neurodivergent, because neurodivergent people hang out in packs. All right, and look, if a neurodivergent person asks you whether you're neurodivergent or not, there's a 75% chance that you probably are. If an autistic person asks you if you've ever been tested for autism, that's their way of saying, hey, you autistic, because you do exactly what I do. And I know that you're somewhere on this spectrum. You may not be on my side of the spectrum, but you're somewhere on this spectrum, because you do the same things that I do. You wear your pants the same way every single day. You shower the same exact way. You have the same exact morning routine. You take the same exact way to get to work. You could be neurospicy just like I am. Anna, ask your question. Ask your question, Anna. Ask your question. Ask your question. Coco's natural too. What's Coco? Understanding my neurodivergence made a massive difference in how I parent my ADHD child. When you understand your neurodivergence, it will change your parenting style 1,000%, because you'll understand how important things like autonomy are to your child. So if you know that your child is neurodivergent and autonomy is a big thing for them, you give them choices. A child who's given choices becomes an adult who is more confident and more decisive, and they feel as if they're more in control. And we're not in control of everything, but the things that we do control, we really do control those things. So, and you want to come and look at my shame room? Or if someone wants to come over and look at your shame room? That's funny. A lot of weed problems are timing issues. Some validity to this, I'd say, because I think people who wake and bake, like if you wake up and you bake, you might be cooked. You might be cooked. There's a big difference between the people who wake and bake and the people who they smoke at night to go to sleep. There's a big difference between those two. A big difference between those two. Who is the new person in the videos? Her name is Sydney. She's an actress based out of New York City. Go and follow her. Go and support her career. You'll see her more in the videos, but you will also see the main actress that we use. What if you do both? You wake and bake and then you smoke at night. Hey, look, if y'all are able, look, I'm not sure what y'all do for work. Maybe some of y'all have jobs where you can wake and bake and then you can, go into work. That's never been the case for me. So like, I don't know what that would look like, but if it works for you, it works for you. Right. For vacations, like it sounds like, to me, it sounds like a vacation thing, but I know people who are pretty productive on it. I work from home. Okay. All right. Well, look, if you work from home, look, if you're neurodivergent and you work from home, understand that the work from home is a trap. I've been saying this. If you have ADHD and you work from home is a trap. You have to be careful. You have to find ways. You got to find ways to motivate yourself to get up and to do your tasks. And more than likely, you won't do your work until you're about to be in trouble. Because that's how people with ADHD get things done. We need somebody to shame us into starting our work, or we're going to be in trouble. When you realize that you're going to be in trouble for something, that's when you start to you're like, all right, Stu, it's not, I gotta do, so work from home. I love the fact that we have work from home as an option, but you got to figure out some different ways to stimulate yourself to get up and to get going. Glitter Turds, what a name, by the way. Glitter Turd says, I have a bunch of motivational tools. If I don't smoke, I can stay up for 3 days straight. My mind will let my body go to sleep. It could be helpful to get, a mental health assessment if that's the case. How to build systems as an ADHD parent raising neurodivergent children. Well, so if you're trying to build a system for yourself, look at your life and look for the bottlenecks in your life. Look for what's holding you back. You have to be very honest with yourself. Like, what's holding you back? For me, I'll sleep and I wake up early in the morning and say, okay, in the morning, I'm going to start my work. And then when I wake up in the morning, I want to watch football highlights. I want to do anything but the work. And then I say, you know what? Tonight I'm going to do the work. And then tonight comes and I haven't started the work. And then I realize, oh, snap. Task initiation is the biggest problem that I have in my whole life. And that's the truth. That's my biggest problem, task initiation. If I can start the thing, I'll be fine. But just starting the thing is so damn difficult. If I can just start, and I tell myself this, I've been telling myself this since I was a kid. I'm like, Kojo, if we can just start and not procrastinate, it'll be over for the rest of the world. Like we would run the world if we just started on the work that we had to start on when it was time to start on that work. So for me, I would have to create a system around task initiation. So how can you create the artificial environment, or maybe it's your actual environment? How can you set yourself up to where it becomes impossible for you to avoid tasks? There's something called a work sitter, which is where you're about to start your work and you have somebody watching you. Okay. So if I'm here on the laptop and it's time for me to do my work, if a work sitter is right there and they're watching me, the moment I reach for my phone and I attempt to go on TikTok to watch videos, the work sitter comes, they put the phone down, say, hey, Kojo, start your work. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I go back to my work. And then inevitably I get distracted again. So then I reach for my phone to check TikTok or Instagram. Then the work sitter comes and says, Kojo, put the phone down. Resume your work. All right, cool. And that's how I would get work done. A work sitter. Lovita, how you doing? And on TikTok, Jesse Ray says, I love having a body double to get things done. A body double is one of the best things that you can do for ADHD. Just having somebody in the house with you that's working on something They will keep you accountable. It's not good to work in isolation when you have ADHD because you won't get the work done. You won't start the work. And you know it. Who are you lying to? You're only lying to yourself. Who are you lying to? You know you're not going to start the work. You're going to tell yourself that you're going to start the work. And then you're going to hop back on TikTok and you're going to doom scroll for a little bit. Then you're going to go to Netflix and watch a couple of shows and you're going to laugh. No, you're not going to do the work because you told yourself that last night and you didn't get anything done. So having a body double, a work sitter, somebody that can keep you accountable. Accountability. Oh yeah, Lovita, this whole live stream has been a Q&A. It's been a Q&A. A Q&A. Brown Eyed Girl says, I have a hybrid schedule, but a lot of autonomy for daily tasks. Some days 0 to limited productivity. And guys, look, if you are neurodivergent, you're going to have days where you don't do a damn thing. And that's okay. On those days, find one small win and call it a day. Call it a day. Find one small win. You went to the gym, you went to the grocery store and made a conversation with a random stranger. Find one small win because you need to have a small win that prevents you from feeling like a failure. Because we have this bad habit where we'll have one bad day and we'll feel like we're a failure at life. You know? Lovita requests a Mo story. So when you say a Mo story, what are you talking about? Like me being a Mickey Ficky? I got a lot of Mo stories now. Which one are you talking about? When I smoked, it was easier to create systems and get things done. It didn't take forever to get started. I could just get things done. And look, some people, this is their reality. And I acknowledge it. I really do. I call FaceTime my sister when I need to get house chores done. Brown Eyed Girl, that is an outstanding idea. FaceTiming a friend when you need to get something done. As long as you don't stay on the phone and chat with them and get distracted. But having somebody on FaceTime, that counts as body doubling. It counts as body doubling. Benjamin Bro says, are you autistic or ADHD or neurodivergent? I identify with all of the above. Or your videos are based on testimonies of patients. No, guys, the videos come from real life scenarios that I have experienced dating. So when I say that, I don't know the last time I dated someone who was not neurodivergent. It's probably been like 10 plus. It's been 10 plus years since I've dated a normal woman. I don't know what it feels like to date a normal woman. All of my girlfriends have been neurospicy. And in the skits, I bring out things that have happened in actual real life scenarios. And we reenact it with actresses. And then we put it on the big screen for y'all. And they all say, oh my gosh, that happened to me too. So these are real life scenarios that are being reenacted. But like 95% of them actually happened in my relationships. They actually happened in my relationships. Lobita, you gotta be specific because I got a lot of Mo stories. I got a lot of stories. I got a lot of Mo stories. I mean, I got a lot of Mo stories. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. I'm pro work from home, but a lot of people seek or want to escape a hostile sensory environment. The changes that can be made in the office to help with productivity and enjoyment. I agree. And also, there's a social aspect of being around coworkers that I think we don't acknowledge enough. A lot of us, we don't do anything but go to work and go home. So if you work from home, who will you talk to? Who will you talk to? Think about that. Who will you talk to? Mickey Ficky. Oh, okay. You're getting that Mo fever. When you start to use that lingo, Mickey Ficky. The Sonic. Oh, so the skit with the Sonic The Sonic, it didn't happen like that. But I've had multiple times where I'm in a relationship and I'm trying to touch my girl's butt. Like that's a very normal thing for me. I'm trying to touch my girl's butt like this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to have fun, and she'll be overstimulated. So in real life, like when I try and do that, like my girl she'll still let me touch her butt. Like she won't be as standoffish as Emily was in the skit, but like sometimes when you grab your girl's butt and you're kissing her, you can tell that she's like, okay, yeah. Like she's doing it so that she can kind of get away from you. Like, all right, yeah, sure, like, grab and go, grab, and then like let me get some space. So I've experienced that multiple times in a relationship where, and also I've also been overstimulated many a time in a relationship. So sometimes I don't want to be touched. It's not often, but every now and then, every now and then. I'll talk to you all on this line. If I worked 100% from home, I'd have the energy to go be social on my own terms. So this is the pro to work from home. You're able to use your energy how you want to. You just have to remind yourself to go out and interact with people, because if there's nothing forcing you to interact with people, it becomes very easy to go 2-3 weeks without really talking to folks. Aside from a couple of Microsoft team meetings and things like that, you hop on the Teams call, but you can go weeks without talking to actual people. And then when you have your first real conversation at the grocery store, you're like, hi. And they're like, hey. And you just feel so weird. You know? Let me see. As Kaiser Elite. Brown Eyed Girl says, no, the phone sits in the counter somewhere randomly. A lot of people really think that. And maybe it's because I primarily post short form content, but a lot of people think that we just have a phone. A lot of people think that I have a phone rolling 24/7, and then Emily and I are living our lives, and the phone captures like the best moments, and we're like, oh, post this on Instagram. So people think that. I think that's funny. What happened to the other girl? Nothing happened to the other girl, guys. Like, I'm gonna answer this question for. I mean, nothing happened to the other girl. Nothing happened to the other girl. She's alive and well. Emily's awesome. I was misdiagnosed as bipolar for years. New provider finally agreed and switched to ADHD. Okay. ADHD and bipolar can look alike. ADHD and autism and bipolar, all of them can actually, all three have overlapping symptoms. All three. Oh, this is the type of narrative that I want to get going. Yes, because with short form content, people tune in and they tune out. So they don't really have a strong connection a lot of the times. I mean, my community, a lot of people do, but there's out of the 6 million people who follow me, not all of them really know me, like for real. But yeah, let's definitely get different and alternate storylines going. Me playing basketball for the Spurs, me being LeBron James, me being Akon, me having 2-3 wives, like right. This could be a whole Netflix talk on Emily. For real. Somebody tweeted out says, bro, do you have 2 wives? I was playing for the Spurs, and then Wemby took over. He was better than me and younger, so they released me and they re-signed Wemby. So the $253 million that they gave Wemby, that was really my money, and they gave all those millions to Wemby. So I'm definitely salty. The office interferes with my productivity is a hard sell to many managers. Oh, no. So this goes both ways. When you're in the office, you have external accountability, especially if you share an office with other people, right? If you share an office with other people, it's pretty hard to play solitaire all day. So that forces you to get things done. At the same time, if you work from home and you get to control your whole energy and your aura, you can work during those 2 or 3 hours where you're the most productive, and you can do the majority of your work in that 2 or 3 hour time gap. And if you think about it, the majority of us who are neurodivergent, we really work the best within like 2 to 3 hours. We do 90% of our work in like a 2 to 3 hour time frame. And the rest of the day, we're just thinking and we're just gathering our thoughts. And we're just in La La Land. We're just enjoying life. But there's like a 2 or 3 hour gap where we're actually doing real work. Playing football for the Titans. I would love this storyline right here. I would love it. You need to put out a documentary. I think this would be golden right here. And look, I've thought about this. I've thought about a mockumentary where we bring back all the different actors or actresses, and people are like, "Oh no, I thought he was dating her, but he was married. He was married to. What's going on in California?" This would be great. This would be great. Erta on TikTok says, "I was so sad when you announced your tour and no South Florida dates, guys." Oh, shoot. We added. All right, I'll say it. We added a show in Seattle, October 18th. I won't promote it until we get the link because I already did a pump fake on the city of Seattle, and people were kind of disappointed that the show didn't happen. So we'll pump the brakes on this one, but I'm pretty sure that October 18th we have a show in Seattle. But once it's confirmed, I'll put it out there for real, for real. We will have a second leg at the tour as well. And hopefully we can have some Florida dates on there. Aqua is measured. And Ghost, I like both sides of this argument. I really do like both sides of this argument because I think if you know how to work a work from home schedule, nothing beats that. If you know how to work that, nothing beats that. Now, that makes two of us. I'm a night person. So yeah, actually, this is what happened. This is how somebody says what happened to the other girl. So guys, it wasn't Tyler Perry, but she did cheat on me with somebody, and yeah, so I got a divorce and a brand new girl in the span of 12 hours. So yeah. Pray for Kojo. Pray for Kojo, guys. Pray for Kojo. Pray for Kojo. Are you autistic or ADHD or neurodivergent? Are you medicated? Yes, 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 yes. All of the above. All of the above. Andre, I know. She cheated on me. Erta, no evaluations at the moment. Potentially we'll do some evaluations when I'm in the middle of the tour. Is anybody hiring remote IT? Putting it out there to help Ghost. Is anybody hiring remote IT? Holla at Ghost. Holla at Ghost. Yeah, she cheated on me, guys. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. That's why we have a new girl. She cheated on me. So, well, hey, what's a boy to do? What's a boy to do when his wife leaves? And you want me to cry about it, or you want me to, pick my head up and be a soldier and be a man? Cheating happens. It's okay. Ashley says, I'm so shocked. Ashley, I know. I was shocked too. You come home and there's a man in your house. You come home and there's a man in your house. It's hard. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. B Dub says, working home was more helpful to get things done in the office. Ah, yeah. Yep, yep. Good point right here. Good point right here. Good point right here. I feel like the majority of us who really deal with sensory overload and hyperfocus interruptions with a work from home schedule with external accountability, we will do better than how things would be in the office. And Anna, I thought I saw your question. Let me see a question. We'll take a break from me being cheated on. And all right, let me see. My BFF takes multiple bets for multiple things and has multiple personalities. Okay. They also have PTSD for something I can't remember. Huh. Okay. So I am a little lost with this question. When you say multiple personalities, but at least when it comes to psychiatric medications, we, I mean, you can like take Wellbutrin for example. You can use Wellbutrin to help you for depression. It can be used for ADHD. It can be used for anxiety. It can be used to help you stop smoking. So somebody taking multiple meds for multiple different things. There's so many different things that can be going on diagnosis wise for your BFF. So I think that just them getting accurate diagnosis would give them more insight into like what's actually going on. What about the cheating, guys? Guys, I gotta pick my head up. I gotta pick my head up. I gotta pick my head up. Did someone really ask you to mail their underwear? Someone asked. I don't think I don't think I remember this. Perhaps. I don't. I don't remember this. It could be a yes. I don't remember this. I mean, speaking of underwear, I know one time. Funny story about underwear. Who did I have over at my house? Okay, how do I say this? There was a young woman that I was romantically involved with once upon a time, and she was over at my house, and my housekeeper was also cleaning the house at the same time. So we're at the house, and my housekeeper is cleaning the house. Then my housekeeper asks to talk to me in private, and I'm like, I'm here. Like, whatever you have to say, just say it out so we can all hear it. And my housekeeper was like, no, go come to the room. So I'm like, oh, Stan, what's going on? So I get up, I leave the young woman that I'm with, and I go into my bedroom, and the housekeeper pulls out like purple underwear and a purple bra, and then she's like, "Is this for like the lady in the living room?" I took a long, hard look at the underwear and the bra. I was like, you know what? I don't know if it's hers or not. It could be for, you know what? We're just gonna throw this away. Let's throw away this underwear and this bra. We're gonna throw this away because I don't know who it's for, and I don't want no problems. And in the event that it is for this young woman, I'm just gonna I'll buy her some more lingerie. But I didn't know who it was for. I really didn't know who it was for. It looked really nice, like a little lace underwear, and then with the matching bra to go with it. It looked really nice, but I could not think of whose it was. So we just threw it away. We just threw it away, and the young woman that I was involved with, who's in the living room, she never told me that she was missing like underwear or anything like that. But If she had mentioned something like that, I would have just bought something else. You go to Walmart or Victoria's Secret or wherever. This is funny. It was mine. It was mine. Oh no, no, this is the best housekeeper ever. No, she's the best, and also this housekeeper, she knew me. She knew me because like this was like the this was like the okay, without telling myself, this is like the fourth woman that she had met, and you know, so yeah, you know, she's looking out. She's looking out. Lace looks nice, but it's uncomfortable for all they wear. Hey, shout out to women. Like whatever y'all have to do, you know, women do so many things to look nice and pretty and sexy for us, and I really appreciate it. I really do, because you know, I like I'm not, you know, I'm not wearing nothing that's uncomfortable. Like I need to be comfortable. So shout out to women for, you know, just, you know, your sacrifice does not go unrecognized. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. And Ghost says, wait to me, managers don't understand neurovariance. Oh, yeah. No, they don't understand neurodivergence in the workplace. Not at all. Chloe says, I was shook how few men appreciate it. Chloe, I don't think a lot of guys appreciate it, but I appreciate it. Like the, you know, just the small like I don't even think women should be wearing thongs. Like why do you do that to yourself? Like it's a little like why? You know, but you do it to look nice for us. You know, you do it to, you know, to make us happy. So I appreciate that. If guys don't appreciate that, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And you know, being a woman is expensive. Facts. Which is why we're seeing a lot of look, guys, growing up, when I was growing up, guys wanted girlfriends. Like I knew many guys who wanted girlfriends. Like every guy wanted a girl to hold him down. And like, man, ask me a girl who can like really just like hold me down. Um, I don't see a lot of that nowadays. Like a lot of guys are not looking for girlfriends. Like, you know, it costs a lot of money. Being a woman is expensive. It's expensive. It costs. It costs. This world is exhausting. I'm so tired of everything. Karen, this world is exhausting and things are really as bad as they appear to be. We don't have to gaslight ourselves. But, you know, you want to find the silver lining still, if you can. Windwater is Q&A. Just a random Q&A tonight as I prepare for my comedy show this weekend, the two of them in Massachusetts. So you appreciate it for yourself. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Like maybe you do, but I feel like most people do things for the opposite sex. I mean, I do. Ooh, ghost sense. Ooh, go. Oh, ghost. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Sensory friendly, sexy clothing is an untapped market for sure. Yo, that's cool. Man, I need to get into yeah, I need to get into the clothing industry. Sensory friendly. Ooh, I like that. Women lose 7 hours a week being in a relationship, and men have 2 extra hours. No, 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 no. Men have 2 extra hours. How? You gotta explain that right there. You gotta explain that right there. Ayo, Micah. Yes, I appreciate that. Uh, thank you. The comedy shows this weekend will be great. Ayo, Micah says, "I love your perspective on things. Would you rather have your girl dress for herself or dress for you?" If I'm being honest, dress for me. I'm selfish. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I would rather have my girl dress for me, but whatever she dresses up in, I would want her to feel comfortable in it, so we can both win. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you ask me, I would want her to dress up for me. That's just the honest answer. Um, but like not every single day. Like we all need days where we can just bum it up, no makeup, hair. Like we all need days where we can just kind of like raw and not have to like fix ourselves up. But like if you're gonna dress up and put that thing on for me. Like it's me. Put it on for me. I don't know what a muumuu is, Andrea, because women do chores. Lobita, I guess that's not my life. Like I outsource chores, um, uh, primarily because I'm not good at. I'm acting clean, but cleaning is very stressful for me, extremely stressful. So I outsource chores. So whatever um, woman, uh, women, whether singular or plural, that I'm involved with, they're not having to clean or anything like that. So that gives them more time to dress up for me. You know, put that thing on. Like we got a housekeeper, so you have no excuse to not put that thing on for me. You gotta put that thing on for me. Put it on for me. Oh, Jay Zul on TikTok is watching from Sudan. Thank you, watching from Sudan. Thank you so much. Chloe says, I like it for myself, but the validation makes it sexy for sure. And Chloe, thank you for telling the truth. I think we all want that validation from, especially like your partner, whoever you're dating, you really do want that validation from them. Now, we should not live and die by their validation. That's not healthy. Okay. But you do want that validation from your partner. You do want that attention. I think it's a healthy thing. The dream is to outsource chores. Yeah. I mean, chores are, yeah. Micah, yeah. You would want your lady to put that thing on for you. You want her to put that thing on for you. Karen says, I'm good alone, and then I try to go around people, and then it's always the same. Mask can be exhausting. Mara says, I see you on my Facebook all the time. I appreciate that. Wow. Where was the other girl in your video today? She cheated on me, guys. Okay. All right. Broke my heart. Cheated on me. Sounds like a most story of multiple women at the same time. I've lived a life, Lorita. I've lived a life. I have lived a life. I hate it when I'm asking somebody for some key critical details about something that's juicy. I'm like, tell me about the one time when you were, and instead of giving details, they're like, I've lived a life. Give me the details. Give me the details. Yeah, Micah sucks, man. Being cheated on, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. But we'll see. Maybe, maybe I don't know. Maybe we can reconcile. Maybe we'll see a comeback of her in the sketch. We'll see. Chloe, you're also going through it too? Okay. How'd you find out? Sure, I'll tell you. Sure. I came home one day, and she was being all extra flirty. All right. So, like, it's not normal for me to come home and for her to jump on top of me and like to be kissing me like she's ambushing me. Like, that's not normal. Like relax. Like, just give me a, like just give me a little peck real quick and then like let me go about my day. But she was all like extra affectionate, like hella affectionate, like putting her butt on me and everything. I'm like, okay, like I like this, but like what's going on right now? I was so confused. So I was like, all right, something is going on right now, but I'm not exactly sure. Cool. So I like to peep game without saying anything. So I'm like, all right, let me just go take a shower. Just keep a G. Took a shower. I went inside the restroom to take a shower. It just so happens that her iPad was up and unlocked, and it was connected to her phone. Cool, cool, cool. And my towels are always on the right side of the bathroom. My towels are always on the right side because I'm neurodivergent, so I have a routine. Everything is the same way, but things are moved around. So I'm like, hold up. It looks like somebody's been here in the house, but I can't confirm that. But it looks like somebody's been here in the house. So I don't go through her iPad because I don't go through people's stuff, right? I don't go through people's stuff. Like I just, like I don't. But I kept seeing like, a number pop up. It wasn't saved, but it was like a 904 number. I'm like 904, So I Googled it and it said Jacksonville. I said, Jacksonville, Florida. Why are you in California texting somebody in Jacksonville? All right, cool. Come to find out, I was gone on the road for comedy, unable to give my woman attention and affection. Come to find out that there was somebody over when I was gone. Somebody was over, and I don't know why. I don't know if the person is from Jacksonville or if it's a dummy number, but kind of find out somebody's over, and I confronted her. I said, "Hey, it was somebody over." Eventually, I was able to pull the answer out of her, and the answer that I got was that somebody did come over. Somebody came over, but somebody came over to fix one of the cabinets that she had asked me to fix, but I was just too busy because I'm on the road. I'm saving the world. I'm telling jokes. Like I'm all over the place. So somebody was over, but apparently the person just came over to fix the cabinet. And look, man, I was born at night, November 23rd, 1992, in Accra, Ghana. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. And what really kind of like set my spidey senses off was the fact that the person came over twice to fix the cabinet. So I'm like, this person came over twice to fix the cabinet. That's crazy. Because if it's a handyman, the handyman come over once to fix the But hey, the story I got was that they came over twice. Nothing happened. They just came to fix something. I went. I smelled all the sheets. I smelled everything. I'm like, because I know my smell and I know her smell. But I'm like, all right, cool. So I don't have any conclusive evidence. So I can't really say that anything had gone on, but my spidey sense is telling me that something happened. So, yeah. Ghost, tell them they didn't cheat because of you. They cheated because they're a cheater. So we'll have to see. Half of me is curious to do some more digging because in the event that somebody came over from Jacksonville to fix a cabinet twice, is that true? Potential. We'll see. So we remain good friends. We made good friends, and maybe we will reconcile. Maybe she'll come over and try and patch things over with me using her tried and true formula. She does something that tends to smooth things over. We'll see if she does that, but for now, I'm going to stay strong. I'm gonna stay strong, and I'm gonna fight the good fight. I will fight the good fight. How far is the drive from Jacksonville? Hey Siri, how far is Jacksonville, Florida from Los Angeles, California? If you take I-10 East from Jacksonville, Florida to Los Angeles, California, it's 2,414 miles. 2,414 miles, guys. I deserve better. Free Mo. Free Mo. Free Mo. The carpenter came over to fix. Oh. Well, we don't have any conclusive evidence. All right. We don't have any conclusive evidence that this happened, but doesn't look too good. Doesn't look too good. That's my mom. 1 second. Hey, Mom, how are you? Yeah, I'm on live stream right now. Oh, yeah. I fly out. No, I fly out in the morning, but I'm gonna do this live stream, and then I'll get maybe some food real quick, and then I'll go to bed. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna get Chipotle. Shoot. Actually, after this live stream, I'm gonna check with John. I told John to buy your flight and everything, so he's really fast. I haven't looked at it since I told John to do it, but he's fast, so I'm sure he's about the flight. Have you checked the email? Okay, I'm gonna tell John to do it if he hasn't done it already. Are you there, Mom? Hello? Hello? Mom, can you hear me? Yeah, I said, can I call you back after the live stream? I'm gonna tell John to get the flight. Okay, all right. I love you. Bye. My mom was calling me in the middle of this emotional story. Hey, John, I'm finishing up the live stream right now. I see that you. Okay, yeah. I see that you got the flight from my mom and the rental car. Can you just resend the email to her so she can get the reservation, and if you can create an itinerary for her, and I'll just take a look at that. But that was the flight that I wanted you to get for her. Thank you so much. All right. Anyway, the handyman at my apartment. My goodness. Guys, the cabinet was fixed. That's a crazy thing. The cabinet was fixed, guys. That's the part that threw me off. The actual cabinet was fixed. Stephanie, what's up? Mickey Ficky. The actual cabinet was fixed. So that threw me off. I'm like, how was this cabinet fixed? Like the cabinet worked. Like, So like, I gotta figure out what's going on. Like I thought that I was invincible. Well, not invincible, but like I never thought it was gonna happen to me. But like the great Tom Brady lost his woman to a jujitsu trainer. So like it can happen to anybody, guys. Stay safe. Stay safe out here. Stay safe out here, guys. But hey, I don't have conclusive evidence. that this is what happened. I'm still doing investigations as we speak. All right. I'm still doing investigations as we speak. And we shall see. We shall see what is going to happen and whether Mo has to be on the hunt for a new girl. Coach 365 says, yo, doctor, bring the old girl back. We don't want the new girl. Sincerely, everybody. Wow. So you just forget my pain? Forget my pain? Man. They don't even care about me. Yeah, Lovita, if there's no trust, the relationship is over. The relationship is over. So, I mean, like, we're gonna have to see, like, what's going through right now. But I take my pain and I bear it to the world, and I take a heavy heart on the road with me to Massachusetts, and we will look to provide the best possible comedy show that we can provide. We'll make the people happy. I use my pain to make people happy. Let me see. Um, Dr. Kurt, I'm gonna give you a follow. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. I'll take the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, something better is gonna be on the way. Something better is gonna be on the way. But like, hey, oh, burn my pain in the PS5. Nah, I'm about to get 3 new girls. Yeah, guys, it's tough. So we gotta see. We gotta see. But part of me still wants to do some more investigations to see, who came over from Jacksonville. That's a long flight to come over from Jacksonville. Once again, I don't know if it's a spoof number, but hey, what do we know? What do we know? And like Chloe saying on TikTok, our pattern recognition skills are pretty good. They're pretty good. You know, like, man. And Mara says, I'm so mad. This is my first time seeing your live outside of the funny skits, and you going through it. Mara, your boy going through it now. Your boy's going through it now. I don't bother nobody. I don't mess with nobody, girl. And this is what happens to me. This is what happens to me. I outsourced the cabinet repair. I know you're busy with. Bro, there's nothing being investigated. For real, for real. Break the cabinet, ask for his number. We should break the cabinet again. Oh, I haven't thinking about that. Honestly, please, John, got to take it. Thank you so much. Anytime, make sure my mama okay. Someone says your girl got took, bro. It has not been confirmed. It has not been confirmed. It just don't look good. It just don't look good, guys. It just don't look good. So, you know, your boy's in the market for another wife. Love your videos, Brandon. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I need what you're taking because last time I thought I got cheated on, it almost killed me and him, Lord. Now look, if somebody cheats on you, there's no need to go all carry Underwood. There's no need to go carry Underwood on the person. All right, you just have to, go your separate ways, and you go from there. What you saying though? Hey, she just fixed the cabinet, and it is what it is. That's all. It is what it is. And there are worse things than cheating. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So we're gonna have to see what the next chapter holds for Dr. Kojo. Okay, or maybe Dr. Kojo needs to take a break from this dating altogether and just like get his life together and focus on the comedy. Perhaps, 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 because Sammy says get you a handy lady from Jacksonville. Oh, I didn't even think about that. If there's a handy woman on this live stream from Jacksonville, Florida, send me a DM, send me an inquiry, and we'll see. Mara says, if it makes you feel better, my ex cheated and had a baby with the oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stacey says, my cousin lives there. Is your cousin a handy woman with a nice shape? So we're going to have to see, guys. I'm gonna keep y'all y'all boys and girls posted. We're gonna have to see what ends up happening. Perhaps further investigations may be held. I could be tweaking. Because every now and then, we tweak. A little tweak here, a little tweak there. So we'll see. Perhaps. Maybe there could be a great reconciliation. Y'all just got to stay tuned. Yeah, y'all got to stay tuned to see if there's a great reconciliation. And I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I will tell y'all this. If there's a great reconciliation, she gonna have to pay. She gonna have to pay up. I don't know what or how or when, but she gonna have to pay. She gonna have to pay. She gonna have to pay. Stacey says, "Ooh, she live in Jacksonville. RDHD woman with a nice shape in the jewelry designer. I don't care about the designer. I care about the important stuff. You said she got a nice shape. Okay. Lady says, you're gonna have to make a post on TikTok because a lot of people are gonna ask, hey guys, y'all get the exclusive here. The live stream gets the exclusive. I have not addressed this publicly on social media. Maybe I'll address it at the comedy show. Kojo entering his villain era. It's an educated king. Yes, thank you. But we are very noble people over here. So we don't hate on anybody. We don't send any type of bad vibes or we don't harass nobody. And like I said, we're still doing an open investigation. Like the investigation is done, but perhaps I could be tweaking. Like I said, she gonna pay. She gonna charge it to your card and fix up the house. New content on the way. So we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what's next, guys. We're gonna have to see. So if you live in Jacksonville and you're a handy woman, you tell us to trust our gut, trust yours. Okay, I may have to trust my gut. Rosie on Kick. Okay, so we have somebody watching from Kick. Thank you. I'm doing good, Rosie. I need to tell you what I needed to hear. Hey, be the anti-hero. Okay, be the anti-hero. Be the anti-hero. So that is the story with that right there. So we'll see what happens with Dr. Kojo's personal life. Dr. Kojo is open to all suggestions right now. All suggestions. Maybe Dr. Kojo needs himself an older woman. How much older? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all go ahead and write the storyline in. Let us know where we should go with the skits. Let me know. Getting a little anxiety. This Mercury Gatorade. Yes, Andrea, give her a straight talking to. Yes. Sammy says, I got somebody for you. She in Chicago, though. Oh, she in Chicago? Okay. Holla at your boy. Red stimulates appetite. So that is our story time. We open up the floor once again for questions, because this is a Q&A live stream. So whatever your questions are, we can resume with the theme of the live stream. Benham says, so do you really think that do nothing is a win, especially if you plan to do nothing? That's productive. Brookie Nicole says, OMG Kojo, you saved my life. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Right now, I need to hear those words. I need to hear those words right now. Your Hollywood mental health expert needs to hear those words. You're uplifting me with your words. I'll put my moo on to handle business. I don't know what a moo is, but for sure. Oh, AI psychosis is going to be a thing for sure. For sure. There's a growing number of people who are unable to delineate between AI and a real person. And it's getting scary. It is getting, we will have AI induced psychosis because you can get really close with AI, but as long as you realize that it's AI. So like I ask AI like, for input on like decisions and things like that. But at the end of the day, I recognize that it's AI and AI is wrong a lot of the time. AI is wrong a lot. Chicago, she's gonna cheat and beat you for asking questions. Oh, look, I don't want no girl that can beat me up now. A girl that can beat me up, I'm scared of her now. I'm scared of her. I'm scared of her. Nero Spicy and Neri says, you make me feel validated every day. I appreciate that. Are you adding Michigan to a tour? We already have a date in Michigan. Detroit, Michigan, September 11th. Detroit, Michigan, September 11th. We're bringing the show to y'all. So we have a date in Detroit. We're in Michigan. Detroit's in Michigan, right? Yeah. Detroit, Michigan. Yeah. It's a night dress, a long t-shirt. That's a moo. A granny. Let me see what a moo is real quick. Y'all teach me new words. Moo. See this moo. That's funny. That's funny. Brookie says, I'm so serious. I cannot tell you how many people would not listen to me. You got me out of the dark. Brookie, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for that comment. It really means a lot to me. And content, I take this content game so serious. I take this content game so serious. I pour everything into making the best possible content for y'all and the best possible skits. And we want to work with the best possible people for everything. So, yeah, the best is yet to come. Like we're gonna have some amazing. We have great skits on the way. We have dope new storylines. I mean, it's gonna be great. Like, I mean, and the beginning of the year, like we're off to a hot start with the content. Like a lot of views. Great, cool. But the last 6 months of this year is going to be way better than the first 6 months. Like the content that y'all will get the absolute best out of me. You're gonna get the best content, the best storylines, the best videos. I mean, guys, it's gonna be so good. Come to Kansas City. I would love to come to Kansas City. I need to check and see if we can do a show in Kansas City. Like the food in Kansas City is great. Chloe says, I found you on Facebook a long time ago. When did you begin making content regularly? In 2017. I started making content in 2017, but I wasn't successful with it until the end of 2019 when TikTok came out. And then I kind of found my stride. And once I figured out TikTok, I was able to navigate the other platforms. And then now we sit here with 6 million followers and a community of people that really appreciate me. And this is my life's greatest joy. My content, the stand-up comedy, like this is my life's greatest joy. So I appreciate it. Nero Spicy and Neri says, yeah, I'm in Metro Detroit. Yes, Detroit, Michigan, we're coming there. Detroit, Michigan, we're coming there. We are coming there. We are coming there. Next time you're in Illinois, I'll be there in my moo. Oh, come out in your moo. Come on, your moo. Look, my life is an open book now. My life is an open book. I share my pain so I can help you through yours. Ooh, somebody frame that. I share my pain so I can help you through yours. Let me read my comedy show dates so people know where we are headed to. I pulled up Instagram. The first thing I see Instagram is my guy Ryan Clark. He was just fired from ESPN. He going through it. Everybody going through it right now. If you're not going through something right now, you're not real. You're not real. Everybody going through it. Some people's wives and girlfriends have friends in Jacksonville, and some people's partners do what they're supposed to do. So, we all going through it right now. We all going through it right now. We all going through it right now. Sammy says, bro, trolling. They're still together. Hey, guys, like I said, there is a way to make it up to me. I first need, in order for her to make it up to me, I need confirmation that nothing happened. I need concrete evidence that nothing happened. I need concrete, stone cold evidence that nothing happened. And then after that, she got to make it up to me as to account for the emotional turmoil, the emotional stress. So I don't have full conclusive evidence, guys. So I can't have y'all, saying that this happened to me, okay? But it's not looking good right now. It's not looking good right now. Lavia survived 5 tornadoes last week. My goodness. PB and J Sandwich. Hey, 3940 Laurel Canyon Boulevard, number 1472, Studio City, California, 91604. I will take the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Send it from Jacksonville with extra love. With extra love. I'm curious, what's going on, cuz you have one girlfriend and then another. Guys, man. She'll put you through the mattress and you'll forget what happened. That's one way to make it up to me. That's one way. That's one way. I can't confirm or deny if it's going to work. But that's one way to make it up to me. That's one way to make it up to me. Liberty, I appreciate that. We're going to have so much fun in Massachusetts. And I'm so grateful for the people of Springfield, Massachusetts, and the people of Beverly, Massachusetts. It's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. And for the people who don't know the shows that we have coming up this weekend at the Roar Comedy Club, July 25th, Saturday night, we're going to be in Springfield, Massachusetts. Sunday night, we're going to be in Beverly, Massachusetts. August 8th, a Saturday night, we're going to be in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's August the 8th, Little Rock, Arkansas. August the 14th, we're going to be in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's a Friday night, August the 14th, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That same weekend, on Sunday, the 16th of August, we're going to be in Huntsville, Alabama at Levity Live Comedy Club. That's the last show for the month of August. The very next show we have after that is going to be in Detroit, Michigan, September 11th on a Friday night. September 11th, Detroit, Michigan, Friday night. You want to be there if you're in the Michigan, Detroit area. Chandler, Arizona, or Phoenix, the Phoenix area, September 17th. Come on out. September 17th, Phoenix, Arizona, Chandler, Arizona. Come on out at the Mic Drop. September 23rd in Cleveland, Ohio. Come on out, guys. That's a Wednesday night, September 23rd in Cleveland, Ohio. The very next day in Columbus, Ohio. And this show has been selling out the fastest. And I don't know what it is about Columbus, Ohio, but people are buying tickets quickly in Columbus, Ohio. So I'm excited for September 24th on a Thursday night in Columbus, Ohio. Come on out, 7 p.m. a Thursday night at the Funny Bone. They call it the Funny Bone because you got to come prepared to laugh. September 24th, September 30th, Virginia Beach, Virginia. September 30th, Virginia Beach, Virginia, at the Funny Bone again. Then October 1st, the very next day in Richmond, Virginia, at another Funny Bone. Then the last show of the year at the moment is December 3rd, a Thursday night in San Diego, California. San Diego, California, and we're looking to add a show in Seattle sometime in October. We will confirm that once it's confirmed. Detroit. Neurospicy and Nerdy says the best way to get over someone is to get underneath someone else. Hey. Chloe, you take photos in Michigan? If so, send an email to assistant@kojosarfo.com and reach out to the team. Reach out to the team. So, guys, that is what we have coming up comedy show wise. Once again, y'all are the best community of all time. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for riding with me through the ups and the downs, through the story times and the Q&As, through the live streams. We are having fun here, and we're doing our thing. So we're gonna be heading out east, and we're gonna have 2 amazing shows in the state of Massachusetts. So come on out. I would love to see y'all if y'all are in the area. If not, no harm, no foul. We will lap around the country again. This is the first headlining comedy tour for me, and it's already off to a really, 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 really good start. Great start. So thank you so much for your attention, guys. We are off to Massachusetts, and we will be back on the West Coast and on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. New York time, 8 p.m. Nashville time, 7 p.m. Phoenix time, 6 p.m. Seattle time, 5 p.m. Alaska time, 4 p.m. Hawaii time, 2 a.m. United Kingdom time on Tuesday or Wednesday morning for those people who are in UK. We will be going live. So until the very next live stream on Tuesday night, U.S. time, 6 West Coast, 9 East Coast. Take care. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And y'all get some rest, all right? I'm going to give me a little cat nap and then, head to the airport and catch this flight. Love y'all. Peace. Take care. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace.